It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Broncos.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another carry now from Madison.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver, where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. And on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches. Both of them made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And Sean Payton won a Super Bowl as the head coach of the Saints. This is going to be fun to see them match wins.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Second and 10.
Caught on the right side by Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Minshew sets to throw.
And it is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Patrick. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st and 10. Nix looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. While they attend to him, we'll step aside.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Dorsett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Off play action. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix escaping the pressure right.
And off balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 4th down, Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Off the play fake. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Nix. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, the medical staff checks on him. We'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Dorsett on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Williams running left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Nix
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st down, Nix. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now Minshew. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Minshew. This is a screen to Abdullah. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Las Vegas paid a steep price to acquire Adams from Green Bay last offseason, and yet they got their money's worth from him in 2022. NFL best 14 receiving touchdowns, over 1,500 yards.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Harrison Bryant
from 3 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off play action. Nix. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Nix. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Or the free. Into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
A first throw for the backup Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. 7 yards there and a first down. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down. And they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. They try the left side here with Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The kick by Watts is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. Pushes past him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, Minshew.
And it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all around will continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Williams.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail this time. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Minshew sets to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to get the lead up to 4. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but what a ride.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Wilson to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
So the Raiders now down by 7. 1:15 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Here's Minshew.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Minshew.
A dump off for Abdullah. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Minshew.
Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That is incomplete.
Well, we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And it's what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Another carry now for Madison. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
85 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Here's Minshew.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So this one a victory for the Raiders.